What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be working on this 2018 Yz125. She is pretty crusty for its age. And this is after I cleaned it, of course. Before, it was even worse. I already took it out for my first ride on it. It's not a bad bike. I like it. I think I'm a little faster on it than my 250X in the tight wood sections. Or not really tight, but just like a lot of turns. In the straightaways, 250X takes it all day. But I like the 125. It's a lot lighter, and you can run it pretty fast. Quick overview. I got it for a half decent deal. I didn't get a steal on it, but tons of dents in the pipe, like a ton. It was GNCC raced, so it's only got 60 hours on it, but it's beat for those 60 hours. Forks need to be, when the seals need to be replaced. I already have those. Needs a top end. If you look right here, it's on its way out, and apparently it's on its original top end, which is hard to believe. We'll figure out whenever we pop off that the cylinder head though, so we'll see. What else? Plastics, pretty shot. What'd you expect for original set of plastics on a 2018 125 that was raced pretty hard? Needs a new rear tire. You can see this one's pretty low on tread, and some of the knobbies are starting to break. Like right there. So I might as well throw a new knobby on. Rear brake still has some left. Front brakes, let's check on those. They're also on their way out. I got new brake pads anyways, so we'll throw those in. Needs a new shifter. It also needed an air filter cleaned all of that. Carburetor leaks a little bit of gas, so I need to raise the float up a bit. These wheels are pretty shot. The blue ones. You can see he's been down up in the ruts, all in that. Couple tire changes maybe. It's got a Shinko. It's one of those. I don't know if this is the cheater tire. Yeah, this is the 525 cheater. They're pretty good, but I think I'm just gonna get something a little better tread. Something has a nicer tread pattern. This one's more for like a sand tire that's on my 250X. But I want to get two bikes that are almost identical, make them look cool. There's a 250R. Not sure if I'll rebuild it on the channel. I might. We're gonna see. But it's got a FMF shorty, FMF fatty, and suspension's been set, but I'm gonna have to get it for my own weight. And it's got a Chirby's gas tank, oversized. Overall, not a terrible bike, but also nothing super special. So I think I'm gonna run to the dealership today. I need to get a new tire for it, and then while I'm at the dealership, I'll get some of the other stuff. I've got new side panels that are gonna be all blue. I already got the front number plate for it, so that's pretty cool. I've got all the seals and stuff in there, all the brake pads, and then I have all the top end gaskets coming from Rocky Mountain ATV. So that'll be here, I think, today. So I'll do that in another video. I'll do a top end video. Today, I'm just gonna do suspension work mainly. Suspension and a rear tire and brake pads and a shifter, I guess. And then next video will be top end. Then I'll do graphics and plastics and seat cover. And that should be right about it for this video, or for this bike. And then we just gotta ride it a lot more often. Let me know in the comments if I should sell my 250X. This thing is mint. It's one of the cleaner ones, but I like it. So we'll see. I might swap these pegs over to my 125 if I end up keeping them. They're super nice. I like them a lot. And yeah, I already blew out my fork seals on that one. Got about 5 rides on it. So let's get to working on this 125. Alrighty, so we're gonna go run, hop in the taco, get us get us a new tire for the rear. Check out the headlights. Sequential turn signals and everything. Definitely an upgrade compared to my little Nissan Frontier. Only takes taco sauce, which is equivalent to 93. And yeah, let's get out of here.
Buddha.
Alrighty guys, so I figured I'll do a little tutorial on how to rebuild your Yz125 forks. What you're gonna need are a seal driver. You can get this at Tusk. If you're doing a YZ 48 millimeter little seal bullet, I think that's what they call it, and then a 39 millimeter little wrench fork tool that has this thing on the end too. What you're gonna want to start off by doing is just draining the oil in it. So you pull off the cap on it. It just slides right off. And this stuff does not smell good at all. If there's anything left, all right, yeah, there's oil left. It just, this is not what you want in your forks. All right, now that you've drained most of it out, let's get us a little towel or something. All right, so we've drained most of it out. Just this, come on the other end. Looks like a 17 millimeter socket. It loosens her up. This will be able to get you a whole fork rebuild, and you buy all the tools for probably right around $100, which is what a shop would probably charge you for a new set of seals. But you learn how to do them yourself, so you save money, and you can keep doing them. All right, I think we got it. Yeah. All right, so as soon as you get this fully unbolted, you're gonna wanna put it down here. You use your fork thing, you just compress it and then you stick your fork tool in. All right, now once you got your fork tool right in there, we're gonna need to take off this cap piece. Shouldn't be too bad. I think that's like a 7/8 to fit it. Yep. And then just place that right against it. As long as you have this against the fork. This top piece just comes right out. Do this right here. You got this long thing. Just don't mess with it, in my opinion. Less stuff you mess with, the easier it is to put back together. Now you remove your fork tool. We can drain some of the. This thing is like bone dry. All right, now we need to remove our seals that are up in here. You can just use a flathead for the dust seal. Pulls right off. Then you have a little clip in here. Pull that right out. Go right over there. And now what you can do is remove that entire inner chamber. Now that we got most of it out, you can see right here. You can just drain the rest, I guess. Hope we don't make too big of a mess in this garage. Daddy's gonna get pissed. Now you just, as long as you have that clip out, it'll pop right out like that. You got your lower thing right there. Now we gotta remove all these washers and all of this junk. You can see the springs always face down, I guess. That's the way you would say it. Get these out. Never a bad idea to just put them all in order the way they came out. And boom, you got your fork completely disassembled. That's how far you'd want to go on disassembly, just for doing seals and regular maintenance. For Yz's, I always go with just OEM seals, super cheap, and they're not expensive at all. So you got that one right there. The oil seal, dust seal, smaller one. Alright, perfect. We got everything in here. So now what you're going to want to do is get your seal bullet, put that right on over. This way you don't damage any of your seals. Never a bad thing to use a little lube on it. I'll just use this one right here. Probably not the best idea. Yeah, let's get some new one. That way we don't screw nothing up here. There's a little 10 weight fork oil. It's just laying around. Use some of that right there. Alright, as soon as you got that on there, we're going to put it in the order that it came off in. So here's the dust seal. So go on first. Now you get a little more of this oil on there. Now get one of this, spring facing down. Now that we got those on, we can get the seal bullet out. Get your washer. Throw the washer on. Get this one. This one doesn't have an up or down side. Slides right on. Now we get this last bushing and doss her in. You gotta spread this one out a little, and it'll sit right here on the end. Boom. These won't move. This won't move. Everything's good to go. We get this. Fit it back in. Get the first part in. Hit her a bit. almost done. Now what you're gonna wanna do, take out this dust seal. If you were to get any of the tools, I'd suggest this tool right here, and the seal driver would be the next most important one. You can usually get away with the seal bullet, but it's only a couple dollars. I get this. Throw one right here. As soon as you can see where your little ring can clip in, throw that ring on. Alright, everything's seated in. Get that dust seal seated in there as well. Everything moves nice and smooth. You can go ahead, throw your spring back in. And we're going to want to clean this thing off a little before installation. Screw it in on the top. Come down, compress it, and grab it with your fork tool again. And screw your top or the bottom cap bolt back on. You're gonna want to come right here, tighten her back down. Everything's nice and tight. Compress it and pull your fork tool out. Alright, got this right here. Tighten her back up. We're good to go. Once you get her down nice and snug, you're good to go. And there's no oil in it right now, but as soon as we fill it up with oil, it shouldn't leak anymore. Let me see how long that took. I have no idea. I'm guessing right about 20 minutes. It took me longer than that, and that's kind of embarrassing. But let's see. 15 minutes and 41 seconds to do one fork, then you do the other fork, so 30 minutes, both of the forks. And next one I'll just do on a time lapse or something. Alrighty guys, so both of the forks are done. I'm gonna use some Yamaloop suspension oil. It came with the bike, so that's what I'm gonna use. It says that it's whatever, good for the KYB cartridge forks, stuff like that. So I guess we'll put however much it needs. It's unopened, so I'm just gonna use a measuring cup and put however much it needs. I think it's like 300 or like 250 cc, something like that. We'll see. I already got the oil in. You can see they don't leak no more. Gonna clean them up a bit better, make sure everything's nice and solid. Now what we're gonna do is get take this pipe off and start blowing out these dents, and then take a look at that piston and see how everything's looking down in there. And then we'll do the rear tire, and I think we'll be done for this video. So yeah, let's see what we can do with this pipe. It's pretty banged up, but I think we'll get most of this stuff out. Alrighty guys, if you take a look in there, that cylinder wall looks pretty good. That piston's actually in great shape. Nothing looks like it's scored up or nothing. It looks perfectly fine, honestly, to me, for a couple more hours. So I think I'm gonna skip on the top end rebuild on this thing, quite honestly. Probably. I'll think about it a little more and see, but I think it's got some life left in it. And you can still see the cross hatching on the cylinder and everything, so I don't think that kid knew what he was talking about when he said 65 hours or whatever on a stock piston, because that wasn't even stock. That's a Yz125 piston in there. The stock one's like black. So clearly the kid did not know what he was talking about. And I think I'm going to keep running this one. You can get a better look at these dents in the pipe though. That's going to be the hardest one to get out because it's right up on that weld. And then this one right here shouldn't be too hard. It looks like it just sat down on a rock or something. And then we get a couple small ones right here. But we'll see. If it doesn't turn out good, we'll get a new pipe or something just to make it look a little better. You can see it's got some wear on it. Alrighty guys, bad news on the exhaust pipe. It's got a crack in that weld and I didn't see it. When you fill it up, you can hear it leaking. So that isn't gonna work. So the pipe's gonna be dented. But I did get the forks done, so that's a good thing. And I need to go do that rear tire on it and she'll be finished. For now, then I need to clean out the carb, lift the float up a bit because it leaks. And after that, the bike should be something close to race ready. Just plastics and graphics, stuff like that. So yeah. Alrighty guys, it's the next day. I got that pipe back on. I don't know if I put that on video, but I got the old tire off. She's pretty worn out. Not something you're gonna want to race on. So I'm gonna throw in this fresh Dunlop MX33 on there. The front's fine. It'll be kind of off having two different tire brands, but it's not that big of an issue. I'm gonna try some new things with installing tires. Somebody told me that if you use SC1, this right here, on your wheel before you install it, it helps out a lot. So that's what we're gonna try. And I'll probably put you guys on the time lapse while installing it. So we're gonna see if it actually does help out or not. And then put some air in here to make sure it holds air. The tube holds air. I was gonna get a new one, but I forgot to buy it. So we're gonna be reusing the old tube. And yeah, let's throw the new tire on. Well, we got the tire on. It's holding air. The SC1 definitely works. Put as much as possible. It doesn't dry up really quick or nothing, and it really actually does its job. So we got this fresh rubber on here. We got all of that stuff on yesterday. All of the plastics came in for it. So I might throw on the plastics today as well, just to see what the bike looks like. And yeah, now we just got to throw everything back on, which is going to be the funnest part. Not really. I'm going to clean this up and actually grease it up because that was bone dry. We're going to see what we can do about this front axle though. It's She's seized on there. So I'm either gonna have to heat it up and hit her out or something. We're gonna find out later. And yeah, this is gonna be the hardest part. I might just order a new front axle with new bearings and everything. That way I'm not too worried about it or nothing. So without further ado, let's throw on this rear tire. And I am so tired, but I think that fresh rubber is gonna make it a little bit better. So yeah.